Greetings everyone, it is I, Griffior, and welcome to another Hearthstone card review video. This will be my first official one of all the fucking cards. So, here we go. By the way, today they just revealed all the last remaining cards of the set. Or not the set, of the adventure. And, yeah, so here, we're gonna go over, I'm gonna give a little bit of my intake, because I have a different point of view from what a lot of the big Hearthstone players view. But anyway, the first card we're going to go through, we're going to do this by class, and then if I need to backtrack on a few cards, I will. Okay, so first card we're going to look at is Moonglade Portal. Restores 6 health and summon a random 6 cost minion. That is OP, 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 OP. Because the simple fact that you're healing yourself or a minion and summoning a 6 cost minion at the same time. Now, I think... fuck. Tree of Life restores full health. Healing Touch is 2 mana for 8 health, I think. I don't know, but that's pretty powerful. You're healing 6 health and you're summoning a 6 cost minion. And a lot of people speculate that, well, not speculate, they said that this should cost 7 or 8. Should. But, hey, whatever. That's not me. I think this is going to change up stuff a little bit more than what people will think. Anyway, next card is the Menagerie Warden Battlecry. Choose a friendly beast, summon a copy of it. So on the live stream they were talking about this would be good if you had Druid of the Claw on board, any other beast. You simply just play this down, you play it, select a beast, and boom, you got another one right there on the spot. This one's a really good 6-drop. Pretty good for stats too, 5/5 for 6, and you get an additional beast depending on what that is. It's really crazy. So what they're trying to do is, like, Beast Druid isn't really a thing, but people have been trying to do it for a while. So now this allows us to do that just quite easily a little bit. Then the last Druid card is the Enchanted Raven, 2/2 beast for 1. Pretty powerful actually. It's a beast, it's a 2/2, and it's a 1-drop. That's pretty good stats, honestly. Plus you get the beast synergy with, you know, in the future, which will be a little bit more prevalent, you know, and pertinent to the beast tag will be. Anyway, let's move on to the next class, Hunter. The first card we are looking at is a little secret called Cat Trick. Secret: after your opponent casts a spell, summon a 4/2 Panther with Stealth. So, doesn't matter what the spell is. After your opponent casts it, you get a 4/2 Panther with Stealth. I don't know if, let's say, Twisting Nether or Doom. I don't know if that would kick... No, yeah, that would kick into effect after the spell has already done its cycle of animation and all that, finalizing everything. So there you go. So there's a new secret. I like secrets. I love secrets. I can't wait. I'm waiting for more secrets. I want more secrets. I want more secrets. But anyway, speaking of secrets, the next card is oh man, it's, I want to say OP, but like, man, I've kind of said that already with one card, but this is pretty OP. Cloaked Huntress. Your secret's cost 0. 0, and during the demo, they showed us that this has a lot of potential with a lock and load type deck, where you just summon a bunch of secrets after secrets after secrets. And I can imagine, like, maybe another 2 or 3 years down the line that this card can absolutely wreck Wild. But then again, we have Secret Eater. People forget about that. We have Secret Eater. I just remembered it. So Secret Eater might come into the meta. Might. I don't know. There's a couple cards on here that people say will make it into the meta. I believe it. But yeah, this is a very interesting card. It's 3/4 for 3. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Can't complain, honestly. It stays on the board for maybe at least 1 turn. So there you go. Okay, final Hunter card is called the Kindly Grandmother. It's a 2-cost, 1/1 Death Rattle. Summon a 3/2 Big Bad Wolf. Now let's look at the Big Bad Wolf totem first, or not totem, token for a second. And it's just a 2/3/2 beast. That's all it is, and the grandmother's a beast as well. So there's a little bit of beast synergy there if you wish. This can be silenced. It's a pretty expensive 1/1. I mean, it's just 1 mana more. But it can be silenced, but who's going to waste the silence on something that can probably be easily taken care of, you know? So, you know, I'm kind of excited. This doesn't really help face much. I mean, it can contribute to face Hunter a little bit, but I think they're trying, because of the Cloaked Huntress, I think they might be aiming to slow a few things down here, because, like, I played Hunter Like, I started playing Hunter pre-Nax, and then my Hunter was more of a mid-range control Hunter, if anything. So yeah, anyway, next up we have the Babbling Book for Mage. We are on the Mage class now. Babbling Book, 1 mana, 1/1, Battlecry, add a random Mage spell to your hand. Can be useful, can be terrible. Great 1-drop. Unless you're going against Rogue, another Mage, Druid. But still, you get a free spell. You get a free spell. You can't complain about a free spell unless it's like useless. Like I can't really think of a useless spell off the top of my head right now, like a silence or something like that. Yeah, random mage spell. Not about every mage spell can be useful to some degree. Well, if you get another Firelands Portal, which, you know, funnily enough, that's the next card we're going to talk about, is the Firelands Portal. This is another one of the OP cards people have talked about. Apparently Mage and Druid got the most OP cards of the adventure, for portals at least, for that. Firelands Portal, deal 5 damage, summon a random 5-cost minion. That's big. So, potentially, a lot of people are looking at Tempo Mage, like, I mean, I play Tempo Mage, I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Tempo Mage is getting a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs. Buffs, like, not buffs, but, you know, this helps them out a lot. You know, you can get rid of a 5-drop. Or a, you know, 5 health minion and summon a 5 cost. You know? That's a big tempo swing. Next mage card, I'm not too excited about it. It's Medivh's Valet, Battlecry. If you control a secret, gain 3 damage, or deal 3 damage. Deal 3 damage. Okay, so again, like, I don't play, let's see, what do I play? I don't even think I play a secret in my no, I don't play any secrets in my Tempo Mage. Okay, so this is absolutely useless to me, but I can see the tempo potential for this. Yeah, if you control a secret, deal 3 damage, 2 cost, 2/3. So that's one of those cards that, you know, just be excited for. If you run a secret mage, which is one of the cards they showed at the demo that people can use, you know, like one of the decks rather, you know, a good secret mage. And you remember, you got to remember, like, I know I keep repeating myself, I don't do this often, the whole review thing, but a lot of people look at these cards and all they think is standard. They don't think wild. They don't think the fun area. They think standard. They want to be pros. I think fun area. Okay. But yeah, that's going to be, you know, but then again, Secret Eater. But, you know, it's just going to be, all you need is one secret, and it can just be something like, well, I don't know, maybe Spellbender. Not the best secret, but, you know. Okay, so let's move on to Paladin. This first card has already been revealed, but we'll go ahead and go over the Ivory Knight. 6 cost, 4/4, Battlecry. Discover a spell, restore health to your hero equal to its cost. Okay, so this is the last card. The last time I uploaded a Hearthstone video, I talked about how, you know, Blizzard has to keep an element of fun and randomness to this game, because randomness is fun, like it or not. And so that's mainly the problem with this card, is that it's a 4/4 for 6 and you can heal yourself. Essentially, you have the same thing as the Moonglade Portal. Essentially, it's a 6-cost minion. You can heal yourself, but we don't know what 6 cost the Moonglade Portal is going to bring out. If it's a 4/4, then, you know, there's your equal value. That's pretty much it. Other than that, I really have nothing else to say about Ivory Knight. It's like, I like the aesthetic. I like the chest aesthetics and damn, what was I going to say? The Beauty and the Beast aesthetics of some of these cards. You'll see in a moment. Also, have we passed one up? No, we haven't. Okay. Okay. Next Paladin card is the Silver Moon Portal. Give a minion +2/+2. Summon a random 2-cost minion. Okay, so 2-cost minion, +2/+2 for 4. What's Blessing of Kings? 4 cost +4/+4, so pretty much the same stats almost. Problem is, well, it's not a problem for me. It's not a problem for me because there's a little bit of fun tech here. Thing is, Doomsayer costs 2 mana. Does it? Let me look that up really quick. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it costs 2 mana. 2 mana. Okay, so what's the chances of you pulling a Doomsayer in standard? About 10 to 20% maybe, if that. In Wild, even less so. So, you know, you have that to look forward to. Plus, you give your minion a minion +2/+2. You could probably kill a bigger minion with that, while this one was probably going to die anyway. And, you know, just effectively clear the board and get a 2-cost minion for free, of course. So, this is probably going to be one of those cards that's, you know, I'm not making any arena or wild or, you know, standard predictions here. I'm just talking about the cards themselves. I don't play arena often at all. I don't like arena. But, you know, I just play standard and wild. That's all I play. I'm not an arena guy. Anyway, final Paladin card is the Nightbane Templar. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, summon 2 1/1 whelps. Okay, so we got a little bit of dragon synergy this expansion. Let's see. I think one other class got a little bit of dragon synergy. I can't really think right now, even though I just watched it. Okay, so yeah. Nightbane Templar, 3 cost 2/3. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, summon 2 1/1 whelps. Pretty good early game. This was probably something to help replace Muster for Battle a little bit. You don't get a weapon, but you get 2 1/1 whelps and a 2/3 on the board for 3. Let's move on to Priest now. Apparently Priest, I didn't notice it the last expansion, which was Whispers of the Old Gods. I didn't notice it. But Priest did not get any love at all. It got some cards, but apparently not enough to make it viable in the meta, unfortunately. And this time around, not according to me, but according to a lot of the viewers I saw on the Twitch stream chat, each one of them, everybody hated these cards. Every one of them. They did not like these cards. They did not like them. They did not like them. So, me, I don't play Priest. I have a Dragon Priest and I have a Control Priest. That's about it. I don't play Priest. So, let's go on to the first card, Onyx Bishop. 5 cost 3/4. Battlecry, summon a friendly minion that died this game. Okay. So, that can potentially be really good. And then it potentially could be really bad. Doomsayer is always a thing. Your early drops are always a thing in Priest. It's just, I don't know, but then again, you got late game. You got, you know, Sylvanas, you got, you know, anything that's died late game if you're a late game Priest, which I don't think many of those exist. Honestly, I can it's a 5 cost 3/4, plus you get an extra minion. But by turn 5, are you guaranteed to get your value back for what you got? If your opponent cleared the board before your next turn and you play this on your turn, you could, you know, there's your tempo swing. There's a tempo swing right there. Other than that, I'm just half and half on it. I'm just half and half on this whole deal. Okay, so next card we have is the Priest of the Feast. 4 cost 3/6. Whenever you cast a spell, restore 3 health to your hero. Now, in the demo that Frodan played, along with that one guy, I can't remember his name, Young Woo, I think his name was, I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's say you go turn 2. Let's say you play, what was it, Shifting Shade? I'll probably have to, Shifting Shade, yes, Shifting Shade. Let's say you play Shifting Shade on turn 3 with coin. Okay, well, that dies. Okay, so let's say you get out Prince of Feast. Let's say he survives because he's a 360, got a good amount of health on him. Okay, so you can play 2 Resurrects and definitely only get Shifting Shade back, but then again, you're probably going to lose by that point. Prince of Feast, man, it's the opposite of what you want, because Akanai Soul Priest is something that stays in pretty much every Priest deck. You cannot run most priests without Akanai Soul Priest. You can't do it. Because it's such a valuable card, because it turns your 2 damage, or your 2 health to any character to 2 damage to any character. Plus you have the Akanai Soul Priest Circle of Healing combo. So it's that. I don't know. Like this 4-drop to me, it's iffy. It's iffy. I think on one of the, I think during the demo, when one of the priest cards was revealed, somebody went boo and stuff like that. But anyway, this next card, if you want to judge it the first time you see it, go ahead. I'll understand it. But there's one card that's going to be coming up here shortly that's neutral that I kind of want to combo this with. So, I mean, I'm not going to do it. It's not for me because Priest isn't me. But anyway, next card is 2 cost Purify. Silence a friendly minion. Draw a card. Okay, so let's just look at this card as on its own, and then once we come back to cards that have, you know, that we're going to get to, I'll come back to this card, mainly neutrals. Okay, anyway, silence a friendly minion, draw a card. In case you needed to heal and you accidentally got Akanai's Soul Priest. Herald Volage. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. That's honestly about it. Unless you've got Priest of Feast with Akanai and you really got to cast some spells. That's really about it. So anyway, we will come back to this card. We will, don't worry about it. Okay. So next card is Ethereal Peddler. We are on Rogue now. Ethereal Peddler, Battle Cry. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2. Okay, so we got Burgle, and we got one more card coming up that synergizes with this very well. Okay, so pretty much Rogue has developed a character of stealing or copying other players' cards. Same with Priest, but Priest is they kind of laid off of that just a wee bit. Anyway, they do that, and yeah, 5 mana, 5/6. Pretty much the same body as a Pit Fighter. But yeah. Pretty solid for like a Thief Rogue, if that's going to be a new Rogue. So next up is a 3-cost Deadly Fork, 3-cost 3/2 Death Rattle. Add a 3/2 weapon to your hand. And they don't have the token up on this website because they're scrubs. Are they scrubs? They're scrubs, aren't they? Yeah, they're scrubs. Okay, anyway, you get a 3/2 fork. That's all it is. It's a fork. And it's just a 3/2 weapon. That's all it is. Yeah, on the weapon costs 3. I remember that from the demo. So you get a 3-cost 3/2 weapon. So do with that information what you will. I mean, Karazhan's coming out pretty soon. So anyway, let's move on to the next card, which is the Swashbuckler. 1 mana, 1/1 Battle Cry. Add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. Okay, so this is what I said. It was synergize with Ethereal Peddler. This is very good for if you have 2 of them in deck and have them in your opening hand. You can do a lot with this. A lot with it. So, you know, you get Swashbuckler, you get Burgle, you get 2 Burgles. Play Ethereal Peddler, and boom, you got a bunch of cards that are a lot cheaper than what they need to be. So there's your Thief Rogue right there. There he is. There she is, rather. I apologize. Okay, Shaman got a little bit of love, and at the same time they didn't. One of my mains is a Shaman. It's a fucked up Shaman, but it's a Shaman nonetheless. So let's look at the first card. The cost is 2 mana. It's called Maelstrom Portal. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Summon a random 1-cost minion. Okay. So this is what I see this with. This is possibly, I mean, I just have terrible posture. This is possibly an anti-equality consecrate card. This is probably what this is. But that is just for Paladin. We don't have many. I mean, it's only a 2-cost card, so it's not meant for late game. Well, let's see. We have the Babbling Book, the Kindly Grandmother, Swashbuckler, and Swashbuckler. That's it. That's the new 1/1s that are coming out. Other than that, there's not really. I don't know. I don't really see the potential in this. Probably for Murloc decks, if anything. I don't like Murloc decks. Never have. But yeah, let's move on to the next card, which is the Wicked Witch Doctor. 4-cost, 3/4. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. I mean, there's potential. There is potential, but you have like 4 or 5 basic totems. You have spell damage, taunt, 1/1, and an 0/2 healing. If I'm missing one, tell me down below. So, you don't get Flame Tongue, you don't get Totem Golem. Why would I play this card? You don't get Manatee Totem. Why would I play this card? It's a 4-cost 3/4. That doesn't help me. I mean, Totem decks, this is beautiful. This is fucking, this, for Totem decks, man, this is amazing. This is like, there's a guy right now foaming at the mouth because it's like, oh my god, a Totem card. Huh, let me snort this line of totems. But for me, my Shaman is just not, my Shaman is not that. It's not that. It's not an Overload Shaman. It's a fucked up Shaman, but it works. It is not the Wicked Witch Doctor Shaman. It's not that. But anyway, for Totem decks, which I used to run, perfect. This is perfect for Totem decks. Absolutely perfect. This is what they need. Rock Biter, Lightning Storm, anything. Maelstrom Portal. You know, this works. Okay, so the final Shaman class card is the Spirit Claws. Very interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Spirit Claws, 1 cost, 1/3 weapon. Has +2 attack while you have spell damage. Okay, so pretty much this is giving a little bit of RNG to your turn 2 if you don't have the coin. Or let's say you play this turn 1, totem up, you don't get spell power, you still got a 1/3 weapon or 1/2 weapon, depending on if you've used it. Or you can just play Blood Mage Thalnos. I run Blood Mage Thalnos in my stupid Shaman. I do. It's I mean, like, it's easy to get spell damage. For a 1-cost weapon that depends on spell damage, a turn 2 spell damage is not hard if you just have Blood Mage Thalnos, which a lot of standard decks run, and wild decks. You know? I mean, that's really it. There's nothing else I can say about it. There's really nothing else. Okay, so next class we have up is the Warlock. Let's look at the first card, the Silverware Golem. 3 cost, 3/3. If you discard this minion, summon it. Okay, so they're pushing heavy for discard. And about card after next, you'll see why. We're not there yet. Discard decks will be a thing, and possibly in Wild. I don't see discard format being possible in. I'll stop playing with this fucking wristband. I don't know. I'm just like, I like to, when I think, I play with, you just put things in my hand. Anyway, discard decks are not a thing. I think discard decks will be a thing in Wild. I think we're about another year worth of expansions and adventures away from it, or maybe 2 years possibly, unless the next expansion heavily deals with discard. There's a 3-cost 3/3. All right, I mean, pretty baseline stats, honestly. I mean, but if you can discard it, it'd be pretty good because you get it for free, pretty much. Well, yeah, if you discard it. Now, playing Doomguard and having two of these in your hand is amazing. You know, this is great. But other than that, it's just a basic card, which, you know, might see standard, or not standard, might see some play outside of it not needing this card. I could use that to throw my opponents off. Oh, well, you know, since I can't discard anything, I'll just throw down this, and he'll be like, oh, fuck, he's playing a discard deck, better be careful. But then again, I don't think we have enough cards to build that deck yet. Okay, so next card up is Karakazam. 5-cost spell. Summon a 1/1 Candle, a 2/2 Broom, and a 3/3 Teapot. So this is what I was talking about, the Beauty and the Beast. This is great for Zoo. They've added a lot of Zoo cards. I wish I could get rid of the glare off my glasses, but I kind of look retarded if I do, so you guys will deal with it. You're worried about the cards. Anyway, summon a 1/1, a 2/2, and a 3/3 minion, pretty much. So what does this mean? It means Zoo is going to get a lot better. Unfortunately, a lot better. Please stop with the Zoo. I don't like Zoo. I didn't like Zoo when any of it. When I first played Hearthstone, like, I remember Handlock and Zoolock. Don't like them. Get them out of here. I don't like them. Other than that, if you play Zoo, this is amazing. This is good tempo. You get 3 minions. You get 6/6 for stats for 5 costs. 3 different spread across 3 minions. You're doing pretty good. Anyway, let's move on to the last Warlock card. Malchezaar's Imp. Let's see, this is a 1-cost 1/3. Whenever you discard a card, draw a card. Okay, so again, this is a good for whatever. Play Malchezaar's Imp, play Soulfire, discard Silverware Golem, and then boom, you draw a card. That's about it. That's really about it. I mean, it's a good early card. It's a demon on top of that, so you can use it. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. When we get enough cards that we have a discard deck, I will be a lot more adamant about talking about discard decks, but we don't have enough cards. We do not have, trust me, I know we don't have enough cards. We do not. So, sorry. Sorry, but it's an interesting card nonetheless. It's a good one drop. So, you know, it goes against Babbling Book, it goes against Swashbuckler, it goes against Kindly Grandmother, you know, and it stays on the board. So, you know, it might be just worth running if you don't even have discard deck cards, because it can take down some simple 1-drops. The Silverhand Recruits, some totems, you know. Anyway, on to the last class. Fuck, my voice is hurting from talking so much. Anyway, not fucking stream. Anyway, we have Protect the King. 3-cost spell for each enemy minion. Summon a 1/1 pawn with taunt. This is pretty much Unleash the Hounds, except with beasts you get pawns with taunt. Pretty ineffective against Whirlwind. Pretty ineffective against Maelstrom Portal. Pretty ineffective against Fan of Knives. Pretty much ineffective against Arcane Explosion, Holy Nova, Consecration, Lightning Storm. Did I get a swipe? Hellfire, just add. There's a little bit too much removal for this. Now, if you do this on Bolster, it's a completely different world. It's a completely different world. Absolutely. But other than that, it's I don't know. It can be dealt with a little bit too easily. But then again, you know, we have crowd control cards for a reason. Okay, so the last warrior card and the last class card, is simply Ironforge Portal. 5-cost spell, gain 4 armor and summon a random 4-cost minion. Okay, so I'm paying 5 mana to get 4 armor and summon a 4-cost minion. So I'm paying 5 mana to get a 4-cost minion, because armor is it's kind of like, you know, your life points, they just go away, you know. I mean, it can be helpful, but 4, I think it's a little bit not enough. But anyway, I don't know. I can't figure out a reason. I can't figure out a way to use this deck. Oh wait, fuck! I skipped one. I skipped the card. Damn it! Whoops! I skipped one. My bad. Anyway, well, I'll get to it. Yeah, I just don't see any use for it. Okay, so actually, the last warrior card. Here it is. This is one I'm excited for. It's a 5-cost weapon, the Fool's Bane. 3 attack, 4 durability, unlimited attacks each turn. Can't attack heroes. So this card, a lot of people saw it and they were mixed, but then again, there's a card coming up that you can see this potential synergy with. Pretty much, this is a good card just to, like, it's anti-zoo. First of all, it's anti-zoo. You know, if you're playing a wild, this gets rid of Muster for Battle, Quartermaster. Yeah, it's just, I think it's a solid weapon. It's a little bit, it costs a little bit much, but then again, that's 4 durability and 3 attack. That's, I don't know, I think that's pretty well rounded off. Okay, so on to the legendaries, the neutral cards, but the first 5 are legendaries. Okay, so the first one, the big one of the, well, one of the 2 big ones of the expansion is the, sorry, it's been talking for about a straight half hour. It's tough. Okay, so we're going on to the Medivh, the Guardian, 8-cost 7/7 Battlecry. Equip Atish, I don't know how to pronounce that. Great Staff of the Guardian. Most of you guys are like, okay, what's that? That's not a weapon in the game. That's not anything that we know about. I'll tell you what it is. Adish. I'm just calling it Addish. 3 cost, 1/3. After you cast a spell, summon a random minion of that cost, lose 1 durability. So pretty much a summoning stone that you wield, and it only lasts for 3 turns. Unless they Acidic Swamp Ooze or Harrison Jones, at which a lot of people are saying now because this card exists, they're going to start running it. Which is a very valid response, because playing a spell and getting a minion out is kind of a big deal. Let's look at Moonglade Portal. Let's look at Firelands Portal. Let's look at Silvermoon Portal. Let's look at Maelstrom Portal. Let's look at Ironforge Portal. Those are all doing the same thing. All of them. And this spell... So, like, if I was a mage and I ran this, I got a Atish, I don't know. If I got the staff and I played Firelands Portal, I'd get a 7 cost minion and a 5 cost minion, if that stayed up. That's a huge tempo swing. And for Druid, you get a 6 cost minion. For Paladin, you get a 4 cost. Shaman, you get a 2 cost, and Warrior, you get a 5 cost. On top of your 4 cost, 1 cost. You know, you get all that at once. You get all of that at once. So, that's really a powerful card for this set. It really is. Just not Medivh, fuck him. It's this weapon here. Because Summoning Stone, as soon as it comes up, people are gunning for it. It's a fact. People gun for it and gun for it. But, hey, who knows? Anyway, on to the next neutral legendary. The Curator, 7 mana, 4/6. Taunt, Battlecry, draw a Beast, Dragon, and Murloc from your deck. A lot of you people probably thinking, what the fuck? Is this another zoo card? Aren't zoo cards supposed to be inexpensive? Yeah, but you'll kind of see where they went with this card. I think it's a bad legendary. I hate to say that, but like, I don't see any use of it in my decks. I don't see any use of it in zoo. Is somebody gonna make a Beast Dragon Murloc deck that works? I don't think so. I mean, if they do, I mean, that'll be awesome. You know, I might play it. But other than that, I don't think it's really. I don't think it's going to. You know, I don't think it's going to do anything. Anyway, let's move on to the next legendary. Prince Malchezaar, 5 cost, 5/6. When the game starts, add 5 extra legendary minions into your deck. I've already talked about this card. I saw the controversy around it and I put in my 2 cents. If you want to, it'll probably be one of my last few videos uploaded. Go look at it. Go look at that video because it's like a 15-minute rant. So just go look at it. Great for Fatigue Warriors and Mill Rogue. That's all I have to say. Goodbye. Next up is, I don't like this card. His name's Barnes. 4 cost, 3/4 Battlecry. Summon a 1/1 copy of a random minion in your deck. The only thing. Okay, so a lot of people they speculate with the legendaries, and I mean I do too. A lot of people are hoping for Yashiraj. From this, you get a 1/1 Yashiraj, and you pull out a 10/10 Yashiraj on turn 4. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But then again, what happens if you pull out a 1/1 Doomsayer? Or if you're running Prince Malchezaar and you pull out a 1/1 Major Domo. But anyway, this is one of those cards that we have to go back to. So Barnes, he might synergize with a new Priest card. Purify, silence a friendly minion, draw a card. So you're paying 6 mana to get a potentially big creature on the board, because once you silence these creatures, they get their original health and attack. So that's what a lot of people are thinking they're going to do with this card, which if it happens, this is going to be some awesome highlight videos. This card is not for me. I will say that it's just not for me. And just like the next card, it's not for me. So let's look at Morose. 3 costs, 1/1 stealth. At the end of your turn, summon a 1/1 steward that doesn't have stealth. So Zoo, this is going to obviously synergize with Darkshire Councilman. Yeah. But then again, any form of AoE kills this guy. Any form of it. But then again, Zoo decks aren't for the late game. They're not waiting until turn 7 Flame Strike. You know, they're not doing it. But then again, you know, I'm going to probably have to start running Arcane Blast in my Tempo Mage just to deal with this. You know, it's going to happen eventually. Okay, next minion we get, and it's the first non-legendary minion, also the cost starts to go down after this one, is the Arcane Giant. 12 cost, 8/8, costs 1 less for each spell you've cast this game. Okay, so Antonidas Mage obviously comes to mind. You get that Emperor Thor's Hand on all your 1 cost cards. You play all those 0 cost cards now. You Arcane Giant. Yeah. You can Echo of Medivh too in Wild. That's probably the dream. Echo of Medivh and all that. That's pretty much it. Oh, and they mentioned this on the demo. Blood Warriors. Blood Warriors for Warrior potential synergy and dream. So yeah, so that's, you give it a try. Give it a try. Whirlwind Blood Warriors. Play those Whirlwind Blood Warriors again, and there you go. It's that potential. It's that really good potential that I can see happening. Okay, so next card is the 6 cost Bookworm. 3/6 for stats. Battlecry: if you're holding a dragon, destroy an enemy minion with 3 or less attack. Pretty much Shadow Word Death, except you get a minion on top of that. That's pretty big in a way, but for a 6 drop, it's eh. But now I'm noticing in a lot of the bigger cards, even the 7 drop doesn't have like 6 attack. The 8 drop has 7 attack. Anyway, yeah, just a big tempo swing. That's all it is. It's really what this game's about. Tempo. Holy fuck, this is a 38-minute video. I didn't think I was going to be talking this long. Anyway, we're almost done. Just stick with me. Okay, so this is one of the cards that I think is going to work well with that Purify ability I talked about earlier. Is the Moat Lurker, a 6 cost creature. 3/3 for stats, but get this. Battlecry: destroy a minion. Death Rattle: resummon it. While you guys are thinking like I was like, what? Like I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. I couldn't, like, my brain couldn't wrap my head around what to do. So let me get this straight. So if you destroy an enemy minion, the enemy minion comes back. If you destroy a friendly minion, the friendly minion comes back upon Death Rattle. What I didn't see, and Yang Wu, I think that's his name. I hope I'm not butchering it. He told us that this synergizes excellently with Sylvanas Windrunner. You get 2 of them. You get 1 of them for free, or for 6 mana. So Battlecry, you destroy Sylvanas, steal something. When this thing dies, summon another Sylvanas. That is something insane. What other cards do we have that can Death Rattle are really good? We have Ronin. Let's see. Let me type this in. Let me just pull this up really quick. Okay, so we have Anubarak, we have Karen Bloodhoof, we have potentially Chillmaw, I'm not sure. We have Deathwing Dragonlord. Let's see, we have Stalag and Fugan, depending on which one you want. Let's see here. You have Malorn. You can get 2 Malorns in your deck, but Malorn's not really run that much. You can get a Nerubian Egg. You can get Piloted Shredder. Oh, there's another page. Let's look at here. So here again, Ronan. You can get Princess Huhuron. Or no, that's Battle Riot. Never mind. You can get Savannah Highmane, Sludge Belchers, Shifting Shades, Sneed's Shredder, Sylvanas Windrunner again, Tyrion Fordring, Skeleton King, yeah. That's a lot of potential. So, do I see this card getting played a lot? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to get played a lot. Plus, you know, if you have a 5/5 Sylvanas, you do 5 damage, kill it, still a minion. And then, you know, when she comes back, that's another 5/5 on the board. Okay, next card. Fuck, I'm tired. Next card is the Avian Watcher, 5 cost 3/6. Battlecry: if you control a secret, gain +1/+1 and taunt. So you're getting a 4/7 for 5. That's hard. That's really hard to deal with. That's hard to deal with. That's going to be, ooh, God, that's going to be hard with. That's going to be, it's not a beast, surprisingly, even though the pictures of it's an owl. Anyway, this is going to be in the secret, this is going to be in Secret Hunter, Secret Mage, Secret Pally. Yeah, this is, this has got a lot of potential. This is a game. This is a game changer. It slows down the metagame so much, so much, because it pretty much deals with every other 5-drop that exists, almost, and it stays on the board for maybe 1 or 2 hits. That's good. Okay, so next card is the Menagerie Magician, the 5-cost 4/4 Battlecry. Give a random friendly beast, dragon, and murloc +2/+2. So this is another one of the zoo cards that they're pushing. There's one more on this list. There's one more on this list. I'm tired of zoo. I'm tired of zoo. It's already powerful enough with Power War Tentacles and the Darkshire Councilman. Yeah, so from the Curator, you get a Beast Dragon and Murloc. Then you get the Menagerie Magician, which gives them all +2/+2, and you get a 4/4 on the board for 5. Fuck you, Blizzard. Just fuck you. Okay, next card is the Arcano Smith, 4-cost 3/2 Battlecry. Summon a 0/5 minion with taunt. Probably inner fire potential here. Possibly 0/5/5 for taunt for 5, plus a 3/2. So that's like what? That's let's see, there's an 8/6 for 5. Yeah, 8/6 for 5. So yeah, there's your potential right there. But then again, silence it and you get useful. There's uselessness right there. So, but hey. It's all, listen, like fucking Disguised Toast, Legend stuff, Pawnee Hoof. They'll be doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so the next card, I don't care what anyone says, was strictly made for Warrior. It is the Violet Illusionist, 3-cost 4/3. Pretty good stats, baseline stats already. So let's look at what it does. During your turn, your hero is immune. Okay, so let's look at that warrior weapon again. Fool's Bane, unlimited attacks upon each turn, 3 damage, 4 durability. So you can do 12 damage to potentially a 12/12 and take no damage from it. That's insane. Like if you run weapons, you gotta have this card in your deck because you're pretty much just dealing damage for free. Of course, like people who know what this card does, we're going to be gunning for it the second we see it. It's dead. It's dead. We're not dealing with it anymore. It's gone. Not doing it. So obviously you want to run 2 of these in your deck and probably only use it when you like get a Gore Howl and need to take down something big or something else along those lines. Okay, the next zoo card is the Zoobot. 3-cost 3/3 Battlecry. Give your friendly beast dragon a murloc +1/+1. Fuck Blizzard. So you got the Zoobot, you got the Menagerie Magician, you got the Curator. Please stop with these damn zoo cards. I'm sick of it. Support Handlock or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that card anymore. Okay. The Pantry Spider, 3-cost. Summon 3-cost 1/3 Battlecry. Summon a 1/1 spider. Okay, I guess zoo card maybe. Not really. It's kind of expensive for a zoo card, but that is 2 cards to add to your Darkshire Councilman. So, oh well. I do like the card art. It's kind of a cute spider. Anyway, next card, the Netherspire Historian. Oh, and also that spider's a beast. The Netherspire Historian. 2-cost 1/3 Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, discover a dragon. Okay, so with the next rotation, Blackrock Spire falls out of rotation, and so the dragon synergy probably becomes a more of a wild format type deal, wild deck format. But hey, there's always potential, always. So maybe in a future adventure / expansion, we get even more dragons and more. But this 2-cost 1/3, pretty good. And you get a dragon. Now, I don't know how good the dragon you get is because that's a discovery mechanic for you, but hey. Alright, we're down to the last 3 cards. Next one up is Pompous Thespian, 2-cost 3/2 with taunt. Pretty good. 2 costs, you get taunt for 2. I'm tired. You get Taunt for 2 mana, and it's a 3/2. Pretty much, and it dies Robocub except for everybody. It's a neutral. Plus, I like the art too. I like that. He's holding the Annoyatron's head. Okay, next one. Arcane Anomaly. 1 cost 2/1. Whenever you cast a spell, give this minion plus 1 health. This is exactly the opposite of Mana Worm for Mage. So again, they're pushing spells more than anything else in this expansion, or in this adventure, which is awesome because it's Medivh's Tower, it's a magical place, so obviously spells. That's what this expansion or adventure is all about. And this is probably a good. This will definitely be in a lot of early game decks. I might put this in my standard deck, but then again, Mana Worm's a really good deck because this thing's attack only stays at 2. It doesn't go up, but its health goes up. Okay, last, and probably least, I don't know, I'm not running this deck. I'm not running this deck at all. Okay, 1 cost, what's it, Runic Egg, 1 cost, 0/2, Death Rattle, draw a card. Yeah, so this is for those decks, I guess, if you have no early game at all and you just need cards, or if you're like what I said for the Prince Malchezaar video, if you just need to mill through your cards and just get to them, that's your card right there. Unless you get a useless 0/2 on the board with silence. But anyway, everyone, I've taken up almost an hour of your time. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and watching this card review video. I'm excited for One Night in Karazhan. Kind of can't wait to play it. Yeah, so that's a lot of cards. Anyway, thank you all, and I will see you next time, probably when I start recording the adventure. So, goodbye.